the mic or with the mic. So this is without the mic. Okay. Good deal. So I've got the remote control thing hooked up. So I'm just letting it turn on. Anyway. All right. So what I'm seeing here today is it is a windy day, so they're obviously not using any lifts today. And I can pan to the left and to the right. You can see it's kind of empty as far as vehicles. You know, it is a very windy day, so they're not doing anything with any lifts. I think they must have a. They are doing some berm activity over there, so I will get some more close-ups of that. And hey, the dragon, yeah, good to see you too. Good to see you too. Okay, looks like it's out of tilt here. Eventually, I'll get a new tripod, but right now the tripod is doesn't lock anymore, so I can't do an easy pan left and right. And so this is to the right here. Yeah, okay, so the sun is almost directly over the booster 4 here. See if I can get this to go back any further. So that was the sun, everybody. I get rid of the mic since we're not using it. I'll just take it off. We'll need that mic, and I do have them both handy, so. What I can tell you is Ocean Cam is the future as far as videoing and filming oceans on other worlds. So if you want to support that kind of work, then you're in the right place. Because that's what this channel is all about. I'll give this thing one more shot. Yeah, what I can also tell you is when you're out here in the dust and in the salty ocean air, equipment does go bad rather quickly. So, all right. Hey, Philip, I'm doing pretty good. So they are. They have an open area here. You can see, and I will do this little ramp area over there on the left that they have kind of built up a little bit. Yeah, so today I filed the CIK form for the EDGAR file system for the SEC. So I filed that for Ocean Cam today. I started it yesterday, but I filed it today. I got it notarized and everything. So I get a C1 CIK number, and then with that I can sell stock legally. It also turns out that in Texas they have something called the par value. You can set a par value for the stock, which means the minimum price that it can sell at. So looks like the 150 will stand for the stock price. All right, I'll do a couple close-ups from here. Yeah, so I did look into the mirroring issue here, and that's just how it comes out. On there is something where you can say, yeah, I guess launch next month would depend on the FAA, but that sounds good. I think they've been saying that since September, so. I'll get a shot of this close-up of this ramp that they built. It's kind of cool. So they have been doing some activity back there. So I'll do the zoom around picture there. You can see the orbital launch platform is there, and then they have that little ramp going up, and then there is a little area of land which goes closer toward the tower. So I wonder if they're gonna block that entire area off from this side, but because they do have a pile of dirt in the back there too. As you go toward the tower, more toward the tower there. I'll get some shots of the platform too. But as far as mirroring is concerned, that's just how it happens out of the camera on the HDMI. I can buy something, I think it's worth like $400 or $500 to mirror it, but that's an actual thing here. So whereas the encoder, it popped out the right side up picture. Here it's mirroring on my side before it hits the YouTube. I see it also. It comes out good for you guys, but for me it's mirrored. And there is some hardware I can buy. I think it's around $400. I also know the Control Alt and Up, but that doesn't work for me. So that is something new that I'm having to deal with as I look at the screen here. I can hook up my other setup where I have the LCD screen, a separate one, and that would give me the right side up. But as far as the way I'm doing it right now, it does mirror. It vertically flips the image. Yeah, Mr. Doom. Oh yeah, Norway. That's a good question. Yeah, I will zoom into that as well for the cables, but I haven't heard anything. I get most of my info from here or on Twitter, or if I actually do some other research on YouTube channels and stuff. I don't hang out with any of the SpaceX groups anymore because I got other things to do. But I do. That's why I did the chat here to chat with y'all so we can figure out what's going on together. Yeah. But if anyone else knows, let us know what's going on with the cable for the catch arm. It looks like it's in focus, so I'm not doing any adjustments to the focus. I could, but it looks to be in focus. It is a dark area due to the sunlight at the moment. I can focus a little better. There we go. But yeah, looks to be in focus. I don't see anyone up there this afternoon. So again, we had some rain yesterday evening, and then it's windy today. So and maybe they're just waiting on the FAA at this point. I don't know what their plans are. I think there is on November 1st, there is a road closure here scheduled. So that is something coming up soon. Some type of activity is going to be happening on November 1st. All right, that's it for that, I guess. Yeah, I don't see anyone up there on the platform today. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, that mount, Gary. Yeah. Thanks, Philip. I can hold the umbrella, though. I haven't done that. That'll block some of the wind. All right, that's probably better. You saw two people? I'll zoom back in. Hey, Cube, where'd you see him? Let me go. You said you saw somebody? Let me go back. I'll hold it here. You see somebody? I don't see anybody, but there's a 10 to 15 second lag, so I'll wait here. See if you. Let me know if you want me to go back left or something. I don't see anybody here. Two people there were? Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Well, we can search for them. See where we can find them. To the right? Okay. I'll go to the right. Too much? Okay. So we're looking at the piping on the overall launch platform at SpaceX South Texas, Boca Chica, Starbase. You know, in a lot of movies, they'll say like Deep Space Nine, or they'll have a number after. So maybe we got this Starbase 1 or Starbase Alpha. We got something like that going on. Starbase 1, South Texas. I get some other shots of other things. I'm just gonna do this a little bit more. This shot here. Yeah, it could have been the wind blowing the tarps around or something like that to make it look like people. Could have been. All right. All right, all right, all right. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of room in there, and there's a lot of noise from the site here today, so there could be a lot of people doing some kind of welding or grinding or something like that, for sure. Hey, Cartoon Woody. All right, I'm going to get a different shot here. Here we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to cover. You know, I heard about covering for the tower, but I haven't heard about any covering for any pipes or anything. I guess I will check out that pin from yesterday. Hey, Mario. Where the grippings are. Okay, good deal. I'm going to put the umbrella down, and it's going to get noisy, but I'm going to use both hands here. Trying to find that pin from yesterday that they put in. That's as close as I can get. There we go. Okay. I'm going to lower just a little bit if I can. Yeah, I think I got it. That was a liquid oxygen tanker going by. That might be what I was looking for. That may have been the hydraulic ram right there that they put in yesterday. That's like the head of it right there, the the pin. All right, I'm gonna tilt up a little bit. Yeah, I gotta go higher. Gotta go higher. All right, let me go back. There we go. Got it. Okay, yeah, one still left for the other one, for the other chopstick. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Bill. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, on top I see I see some screws and stuff. Yeah. Hey, Bill. I kind of remember the general area from yesterday, so yeah, point it in the right direction and see if we could find it. So we found it. Let me use both hands and get a few more shots here. The get rid of this umbrella. There we go. That's as good as I can get. All right. I'm going to keep it in the center of the screen, then zoom out so you can see where it is. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. Okay, so there's the next thing I want to look at is above the, right next to the tower, the the coil thing. I'm gonna tilt up. Yeah, it's not giving me any clearer view than that. There we go. We got a little view there. So that's where the rope will attach, or the cables to pull it up. Yeah, I worked as a surgical tech in eye surgery for a while, doing ECC extracapsular lens insertion for cataract surgery. I was a surgical tech on that, so I did. I know the type of movements you need to do eye surgery. So it is a little bit like eye surgery. That's true. Again, I was just passing the instruments and preparing stuff. I did that for about 2-3 months. Those are 30-minute surgeries, everybody. If you want to get your eyes fixed for nearsightedness or whatever, I'm not a doctor or anything. I'm just saying what I've seen. I've seen people get their eyes fixed in about 30 minutes. And about 20 or so years ago, I got laser eye surgery in both my eyes. So I used to be nearsighted, and I'm not nearsighted anymore. So I did get my eye surgery, LASIK surgery, many years ago, about 23 years ago. Yeah, I did faint afterwards, but I made it through the surgery and then I fainted. So, a little emotional release after the surgery. So. But I have been a surgical tech recently in the last 4 years or so, and I worked in eye surgery for about 3 months. I don't know. I think it's about $1,000 an eye or something, or maybe less. I'm not sure. But if you want to get a lens insertion, if you're nearsighted and farsighted, I think there are options too. And if you have some kind of retina damage on the back, they can do some laser surgery in the back of your eye as well. So. I guess I'll get a little bit of the tower. Yeah, cartoon. It was worth it for me, and then for people who have glaucoma, it could be worth it for them too. If they're losing their vision and they can't see and they have diabetes or something. I don't know if it's good for diabetics. I'm not a doctor anyway, but they start losing their toes and stuff. So, but if you're healthy enough to heal after surgery, if you're healthy enough to heal, then it might be worth getting surgery. But if your body doesn't heal after getting wounded, then it wouldn't be worth getting surgery. I don't think so, because you won't be able to heal from the surgery. So, at the minimum, your body has to be strong enough to heal itself, after it gets worked on. So, not worth getting injured intentionally and then not being able to heal from it. So, we got a little bit of better vision on the quick disconnect today. A lot of days we can't see anything up there. Today we got some decent light. I got some decent light. This is one of my aspiring views here to get this shot. Anyway, I'll let it go. Ah, Steve, awesome, man. Good for you. Oh yeah, so the two kind of claw-like things I think are called the skates, is what Captain Pike is saying. And there are some stops on there that the carriage is resting on also, apparently. Yeah, I do take requests. So yeah, the weather is windy today. It is a blue skies, and it's very windy. So it's windy. It is a little bit cool, but it is warm at the same time. So it's cool. I think we're approaching winter. I know I lived in Arizona through a winter for 8 months, a while back, and I know at night it gets really cold in Arizona. So I'm not sure if it's going to start getting really cold here or not, but it's kind of on the edge of being cold today. We got a lot of wind, and the sun is strong. It's warm. Sun is warm, and it's feels good, but there is a little bit of a nice cool breeze as well. We're by the ocean here. Some days you see a lot of people walking up there, but today I don't see anybody. And again, I think that's probably due to the wind, and they may be mostly done with up there. I'm not sure. I don't know any inside information, but we got a good view today due to the sun placement. It's 3:22 p.m. here right now. Thank Frank. Maybe some other photographers will want to get in front of the camera and speak their mind about a lot of things. That'd be nice if we bring more soul into it. I bring a lot of soul into what I do. So yeah, Frank, and the garden does look good. I think maybe this weekend I'll show off the garden a little bit again. I've been doing it. It seems like I've been doing it every 2 weeks, and there has been more growth in the last 2 weeks. So this next showing of the garden should be pretty awesome. I could have showed it this weekend, but no, I'll keep it on the 2-week schedule. I used to live in Virginia, so the weather over here in South Texas is much better than Virginia. I think we have 320 something growing days per year. You can grow 300 something days a year here in Texas, the season. So you have multiple seasons if you're going to plant something. So even though I planted the stuff late for this area, it's still going to grow probably. There are a lot of flowers on the stuff, so it's going to be a lot of things growing. Maybe I can. What else can I show? I'll go to the middle of the catch arm this time. I'll zoom out. Huh. Yeah, there is somebody up there. Look at that. Sorry. I think doors, Dave and Tristan. AJ be good, 59. So, looks good. They're doing the work. Cool. I'm gonna let this guy do his work. Get some other shots. I was going for the top of the tower, so not the top of the tower, but the top of the platform. So I go back to the top of the platform. That's what I want, the middle, top middle of the platform. Let me go up from here. Let me see where we are at. Yeah, you got to make it right. A lot of Raptors are going to be going up there. I haven't shown the booster 4 yet. I could do some shots of that. It is to the right from here. I'll get some. I'll kind of skim the top of the platform there. See if anything else interesting is going on top of there. Let me lower this down a little bit. All right, that's good. That's much easier. Okay, just a minute. So they got a welding tank up there. So we're just going to skim the top of the platform there. All right, so there is somebody up there. That was confirmation. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom out. Little crane going in front of us here. Yeah, I don't see any. This is just the cables for the Kong. I don't see any cables on the pulley there yet. So that is that's it for I think for the catch arm today. Thanks, Cartoon. I do have two cameras again, so I could easily live stream with the other camera as well with a different angle. but I don't know if there's much to see right now with two cameras. So I have the two cameras here. I could easily live stream with the other one while I do this. But so let me know if you'd like to see another angle of anything, because I can easily double up my footage by just turning on the other camera. So I have it here right next to me on the stand. So I'm just not using it. I could do a static tank farm shot with the other camera. I don't know. So. Next thing I'm going to do, and maybe I will turn it on. I'll just put it on the. I'll put it on the catch arm. I don't know if it'd be worth watching, but I'll turn it on since I'm here. While I. Oh yeah, so Anthony, yeah, I can go do that. I can go check out the new bay over there. I get the put this as I'll put this other stream as main gate. Camera 2. I'll make it camera 2. Jenny is not here at the moment, so camera 2 main gate static cam. I could call it ocean camera. I call it ocean camera, but SpaceX launch facility. Okay, next. Okay, I just gotta set this camera up. Yeah, get it in place. Just a minute, and then I'll use this camera we're looking at to get the booster. All right, I got two cameras going. Two cameras. All right, I'm going to use this camera now to go to the booster. I don't have the best angle on this, but I will do what I can. And I got to tilt down and zoom in. So maybe I'll. Anyway, I'm using the Nikon camera for what we're looking at right now. See if I can get some shots of the boosters, the Raptors. It's a little bit difficult shot for where I'm standing right now. Let me focus. Hey Ron, I see you here, Cam 2. There we go. I got it zoomed in. Thanks, cartoon. Hey, Lauren. Nice, nice. Yesterday, when we were checking out the shot, there were people inside of here. So there were people all over inside of the booster yesterday. So I don't see any people climbing around in there today. Try to get this focus right. All right, I think I got it. That's pretty good. You see your dog trap is there? Yeah, the green one. Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, the dog trap is still there. Thanks for telling me. Cool. All right, I'm back with y'all here. Sorry about that. I get a different shot of the booster here. It's a little bit anticlimactic there. So. Yeah, a lot of conduit. Yep. Looking good. I guess they were having a lot of, I guess probably a lot of weather onto the booster there, so they had to start covering things up. I'm gonna zoom out. Again, the sun is just above and to the right of the booster at the top there, so that's why it's so difficult to see things right now from this view. I can get the top of the Starship again. That seems to be just something to check in on every day. I don't know. They're bringing in some type of truck with something on it with the other camera. Maybe they were just turning that truck around. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be going to the build site instead of the launch site. Any workers on top of the tower? I haven't seen any workers up there, Perpetual. Good question, though. I can go check that afterwards. I will check that. I'm gonna check out the Starship right now, and I'll check out the top of the tower next with a Nikon. Nice. Might have some good shots here with this angle of the sun and everything, so we'll see. I gotta tilt up a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. There we go. Yeah, if Kong lowers down, I'll get that view. I am zoomed out as much as I can on this second camera, so let me know if you see it move. Captain. I'm going to tilt down on this camera here. Hey, Alberto. that's as good as I can get for there right now, or as I'm willing to get. Zoom out. It's like we're on a one of those sci-fi movies, moons, where you see into the dusk. All right, I'm gonna tilt it down here. And we're losing it. The signals. We're good. All right, we got it. That is the wall in front of us, so we'll zoom back to the other side. Okay. Starship 20. All right. Yeah, stuff in the air. I'm not sure what it is, whether it's dust or something else. I'm not sure. It's not raining right now, so it is maybe some stuff from the beach air or some dust or something. I will check out Kong in a minute. I check out the other side. I guess I can go down the center of the booster too. Maybe they've been doing some work up there with lifts and everything. So that's pretty good. See what's going on this one here. Yeah, beautiful day. It is windy here. Yep, it is windy. Put this one on the name. I'll put it like that. At the launch table. Okay. I can do a little bit better on this camera. Okay, I'm gonna get the this one here, and then I will check out the Kong after this. Kong might be some activity over there. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna finish this up with the. I want to get these last two ones here. That's cool. That's as close as I can get. All right. Go check out Kong. Maybe I'll go down the center of this thing here. I'll go up and down the center. Yeah, Alfredo. I can use one of my cameras to leave here. No, a remote camera is about $200 or less. So I could, if I got information on who would lease, let me put the camera on their property. I do have a battery, and I do have I can easily get a camera. So I do have the modems, so it'll be easy to set up. I do have a solar panel as well. So if any of you know how to set up the remote camera thing, who owns land in this area, if you want to do the research and let me know, I'd be happy to set up a camera and have it ready for whenever they do static fires or anything else. So yeah, if you all want to do some of that research, I'd be happy to set up a camera on a plot of land if someone let me set it up. I have the capability to set it up, and they are affordable to buy. So $170 something. I looked at Best Buy yesterday, and I can buy one $170. So then I could have a 24/7 cam, live streaming all the time. Because I figured out how to do it. Did I? Oh, I hit that camera. Sorry, everybody. I got to retilt that back around. Let me see if I can figure out how to switch it around. I know I can do it. Here we go. Sorry. There we go. All right. Operating two cameras, and I have them close. Let me let's see. Get this shot here. I was getting this shot. Let me tighten it up. There we go. Hey, brother. Sorry. That's kind of an interesting shot here. What are we looking at? We're looking at next to, there's a white crane there, but all that white, all this stuff back there. There we go. That's kind of interesting. I'll zoom out and then zoom back in. There we go. I got it. Anyway, so that's pretty interesting. I'll keep an eye on that for the future. Cool. All right, I will turn to Kong now. How's this chat going here? What's up, Yusuf? Okay. Okay, so that on the left is a Libra crane. Okay, so that's not what I'm looking for. This is the one I'm looking for. Kong. I can leave this camera here for a moment and see if we see Kong moving. I don't see any change in any positioning since I last looked, but maybe.
All right. Look at kind of got that same view a little bit with the TSC tech area there.
All right, so Kong is looks to be not moving around too much. So I don't see any movement there with Kong. So. All right, so the top of the tower, I said I'd get that shot, so I will get that shot now. See if there's anybody up there, right? So we'll see. Take a look. Yeah, willful. I'm not sure. Maybe. Is it lowering the boom? Okay. I will turn the other camera on that shot then. If it is doing some activity, I'll at least get that shot on the other camera. It is a little bit too tall for that tripod. Let me.
Here we go. Just set up a little. It comes into view, then we know it's lowering.
Okay, I will get that shot of the Kong next, and see. I'll keep it in the view next, but and then see if we can see any movement with a close up of the boom. Hey, Ultra Megatron. Yeah, the flag is cool. Good shot, actually. Today, at this moment, is a good shot up there. No sabemos cuándo será fini. We don't know when it's going to be done. In Spanish, everybody. Yeah, I don't see anybody up there. It is a nice day out, so it'd be nice to be up there today. You get a good view of everything. We got blue skies here. Sorry, let me get a close up of the spools. Let me zoom, focus a little bit. Yeah, that's as much in focus as I can get. And let go of the camera here. Let me see if I can do something here. No, that doesn't do anything. Okay. All right, so that's it for that. So that is actually a cool shot there. Hey, watching NBA. No, Christopher, I don't speak French. I thought that was Spanish. Was that French? I do speak the language of love, though. The international language of love. I do speak that language. Hey, Michael. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. I just gotta lock it in. See if it moves. I can get an even closer shot. Maybe this isn't close enough. I gotta maybe get a closer shot. All right, let's see if it moves. It should make it easy to see if it happens. It does look to be lowering, everybody. I'm not adjusting the tripod here, so let's see if it keeps going lower or if it's a tripod. I don't think it's a tripod. I think it's actually lowering. Yeah, it is lowering, everybody, because I haven't changed anything and it's still coming down. So that's confirmation, everybody. We got confirmation. Kong is lowering. Yep, awesome. Well, we just got it here too. We just got it. I mean, I didn't change anything, and we can't see the hook anymore. So, yeah, awesome, everybody. Good shot. Good call, everybody. Good call. Hey, Julie. I'll get the lower shot here with this camera, and we'll get the higher shot with the other camera. Okay, that'd be good for me to check out the base of the crane and see if there's an operator in there. So that is a good Yazada. Good. I'll check that out. Thanks, Yazada. I can always go back to that hook and get that shot again. But yeah, it is lowering. I will also check out the battery on this camera here and see how we're doing on the battery in a moment. So I'm going to check out the crane first and see if we can see anyone in the cab with her. Locking in the tripod here. Yep, there is somebody in there. We got movement in the crane. I'll zoom back out. No, John, I've never heard anything about when the tower's going to be. I think Elon said they're not even shooting for full completion for the first launch. Doesn't have to be ready for the because they can use some of the cranes to attach the starships to it and stuff. So they don't need to be finished for the first launch. But it's fun to speculate. If you hear anything, let us know. I can hold the umbrella now that the camera's in sync. What a day, what a day. It's a nice day to be outside. It's one of those days you don't want to get outside, but when you do, it's a nice day. At least for me. I kind of wanted to stay in bed all day, but I got out and I did some work. I went and I got the CIK notarized for the Edgar. For if you want to have if you want to register your company with the SEC, you gotta register with the Edgar filing system. So I did that today for Ocean Camera Space Corp, and I got it notarized, and then I submitted it. You know, so I did that. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to make it taller, the Dragon. Yeah. We were all speculating for quite a while about there being a crane on top of the tower there, so. Yep. I could still get a few shots to the right of the cab, to the right of the base of the crane, to the right of the operator there. There is like a little ledge over there where, from this side, we can't see it, the big spool, the big winch, but there is still an awning that is visible from this side that I can get a shot of and see what we can see down there. I'll do that next. I guess maybe I should zoom in on the tip of the crane again to see, so we can see when there's some actual movement, you know. maybe when we're looking at this view, we can't really see anything. I don't know, because it's so difficult to see. Let me see how we're doing on the battery. Be back in a minute. Doing pretty good. It does physically appear to be lower. It appears to be lower to me, actually. Yeah, instead of the zoomed out view, I will get another view here. I'm gonna get a nicer view than this. Get a better view than this. We don't need to see the whole con crane. We can just get the top of the con. And then we can see it when it moves. How's this view over here? Let's see. I'll leave it here. I'm not going to touch this side. Yep, it's lowering. We can see it right there. Is there anything else y'all like to see? I can definitely keep it here, but I know I have at least another hour of. It looks like it went up. All right, it's going back up for some reason. Look at that, everybody. Catch arm lifts the Starship. Bucky lifts the booster to the orbital launch platform. Catch arms lower Starship to the booster. So your Captain Pike is saying the catch arm lifts the Starship. Bucky lifts the booster. So Bucky will lift the booster onto the platform. And then the catch arm will lift the Starship and put it on top of the booster. That sounds pretty good. Probably, I don't know anything, but if I were saying something, I would say probably the booster first and then the Starship. And if they can do that with the catch arm, you know, go and get the Starship after the booster's on and then raise it up over on top of the booster, that'd be awesome. Yeah. Yeah, it would seem that you know, if the con crane lifts, the one we're looking at lifts the booster onto the platform, then we would see if the catch arm does it, the catch arm lift the Starship onto the booster. Yeah. Yep. Just spitballing. Okay. Well, it appears to be going down. I'm going to leave the camera here, see if it goes back up or if it keeps going down. Yeah, you think the catch arm will lift the booster on? Maybe the catch arm assists Bucky, huh? Maybe it does an assist to lift the booster on, and then it does the Starship on its own. Could Starship 21 have to lift points? Yeah, on the nose cone of the Starship, right? Isn't there there are some metal handles at the top of the Starship that I think probably every Starship has those lift points on the nose cone, right? So, Gary. Shefik says, the point is to use the catch arms for stacking both on the launch pad. It would have to be able to lift the Starship to the ground. Interesting. All right, so well, we see the hook is definitely below the screen here, and it looks like the boom is lower too. I'm going to keep it here a little bit longer and see if we see the boom go down significantly more. If it does, then if it goes to the halfway point, then it's definitely lowering down. So more than just a hook. How's it looking on this one? Yeah, we can see the hook on this one now too. Look at that. We can see it. Awesome. Spreader bar on top of the arms and half sling attached to the Starship. That makes sense, Mark. Deadline's going to run down the outside of the tower. How the deadline is going to run down the outside of I can see if I can get the groove of the catch arm, how it goes up and down. Mark, if that's what you're talking about, Mark. Hey, it is.
I was just curious, are they going to shoot the rocket anytime soon?
Maybe in a month, possibly. They're waiting on approval from the FAA.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. They did a static fire, and they're gonna probably next. I don't know the order, but they're gonna put the booster on top of there, and then
this thing?
Yeah, and then they're gonna take the Starship and put it on top of the booster.
But this is the booster, right?
Yeah, that's the booster, and that's the Starship.
Uh-huh.
So they're gonna stack the booster onto there first, probably, and then take the Starship and put it on top of it.
Gotcha. I see. And then maybe in a month they will do that?
Maybe. Yeah, Elon.
But I thought I saw that in a video he was doing. Weren't they doing that already? Shooting it up and it was like landing?
Yeah, it was landing like right over here in the center. But they want
to see that.
I saw it from over there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got some video of it too. Yeah, so they want to do this one to send it to Hawaii. You know, that first launch is going to go to Hawaii, and this one's going to land off the coast here. But this is going to make it all the way to Kauai.
So, I got it. So that thing doesn't go on top of this.
It does. Yeah.
Oh, it does,
It does.
right?
Right.
So you're saying that they will shoot it and this thing lands
in the
here
ocean.
in the
This will
ocean?
land. Yeah.
The
And
booster, but
yeah.
that thing flies to Hawaii?
that's the best case scenario. Yeah.
Why are you saying the best thing?
Well, it could blow up on the launch pad.
Oh, right. That's so cool.
Yeah.
So they had to get an approval for that one too, for the test flight as well?
From 2014. It still hasn't been approved from 2014.
Oh, wait, that video is from 2014?
No, the FAA issue is from 2014. Yeah.
Oh.
They've done several videos since saying, yeah, maybe it'll be in September, maybe it'll be in October, but now they're saying maybe in November.
Oh, I got you. So what you're doing, you just checking, see how they assemble all
Yeah.
the things?
Yeah.
You take like one shot. And then
Yeah, I'm
kinda-
doing video. I'm doing video now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You have like a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
What's your channel?
Ocean Cam.
Ocean Cam, CAM?
Like camera, Ocean Cam.
Yeah, I'm following all these Tesla guys. I've been following them for like years and years. Now I'm switching to SpaceX.
SpaceX.
So maybe,
Right.
So maybe I'll follow you. How many followers do you have?
About 14,000.
Oh, okay, pretty good.
Pretty good.
Ocean CAM?
Yeah.
Or like Cameron?
Yeah, like camera. Yeah, that top one first. Yeah. Probably either one would get you there. Yeah, that's
This one?
yeah.
Okay, I'll subscribe.
Looking at it right
Oh,
now.
this is so cool. There's this other guy, he's like every single day, a little drone
Okay.
over the plant. Like I flew in from California to look at the plant in Austin, right, the Texas plant.
Okay.
Just want to see how far along it was. But there's this guy. He's like every single day he flies his freaking drone. Every single day.
Okay.
And he shows me some days like half an hour.
What's the channel called?
Huh?
What's it called?
Oh man, I forgot. You know what? I was just gonna. I mean, I'll email it to you. I mean, not that I subscribed. I can. It's like. I already had a ticket, everything booked. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna fly and also check this. But that guy, it's like I invested in Tesla, so I actually have my own model, my own projection, right? So
Yeah.
I have these assumptions, right,
Right.
as to when they're gonna launch. At least, So kind of at least visually, it helps me kind of see how far along these guys are. So I've been, as I said, I found this guy like right at the end before it was flying. Also,
So that's good. You can see up-to-date info.
yeah. Every single day. Even though they have these signs like you're not supposed to take pictures or fly or anything.
Yeah.
Here it's okay. In California, they like have all these signs everywhere in their Fremont plant. So I'm just super careful there. But here it seems like people have more freedom. So
Here, you're allowed to do video here, but not drones. There's they have like a $10,000 fine.
I see.
But yeah, awesome. They're lowering this, so that's kind of interesting.
The crane.
Yeah.
And what about those other ones? Kind of whatever the 5 minutes from here. They have like 2 or 3 other rockets.
Yeah. 15 and 16. Yeah.
Yeah, but those are not. But this is the real one, right? The black one.
Yeah, this one here. Yeah. Those are both real too. One of them flew. The one on the left.
Because it seemed like it was just a shell.
Yeah, they're
It
real.
has an engine
They're
inside.
both real. I don't know if the Raptors are still in there, but
Okay.
yeah, the one on the left over there is flew and landed.
Oh, I got
And then the other one, since the other one landed, they didn't send 16 up because there's no point, right?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody, this is definitely lowering. The boom has lowered, so
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna reposition the camera here.
Oh, you got your thing on there. I got you.
I'm gonna lower this and get it, so we know for sure that this is lowering.
This is the real rocket. This one is landing in the ocean, but that thing is going to fly.
There we go. That's a pretty good shot, huh, everybody? one a day for. Well, okay, I'll catch up on the chat, guys, in a little bit.
So what do you think you're gonna do like with this thing lowering? I guess you're gonna
I don't know.
pick something and
I don't know.
put it up there.
I guess we'll have to see if they bring in any parts or anything for.
So Elon shows up here once in a while. I saw right. Like some of these that goes and checks.
People have said they've seen him passing in front of the camera.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Like you go to Google Maps and you just check the Boca Chica, whatever, or like SpaceX launch.
Right.
People put their own pictures in there. So yeah, he's like walking by. So,
Oh wow.
yeah. Pretty incredible, like a $300 billion guy. It's like looking around like that. Pretty unbelievable. Good for him. That's pretty cool. Are you where you like? You live somewhere around here, or?
Yeah, I'm living in Brownsville now.
Oh,
It's about 18 miles.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's not bad. Yeah, I was just driving here all the way from Austin, so he's like right at the end, like on that straight line, like stepped on the gas, and cop was like, "God, you fucking asshole! I'm so sick of you here. I stopped you so many times." And I'm like, really angry guy, right, walking around, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm like, you confusing me." So like, I'm driving this. He's like, I'm like, dude, I swear, this is the first time in my life I just want to go and look at this. I'm like, for 5 hours, I was trying to speed limit. I stepped, and they're like, dude, there's so many people died on this one because it's kind of all crazy like that. But anyway, I'm so sorry. I'm pro Trump, pro freaking cops. I'm like, I hate Bay Area. I want to move like to Texas. So anyway, give me like warning, like slow down. Yeah, really nice guy. But it's just being here. Have you been in California?
Yeah.
Which part? Oh yeah. Which part? Which part?
A couple weeks ago, I drove out to Long Beach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
LA is okay. Yeah.
For there was a Space Expo there, the Space Expo 2021 in Long Beach at the convention center.
Oh, cool.
There's one next month for the defense space, aerospace defense kind of thing in Long Beach. Yeah. It's free to attend. Yeah.
I go to LA a lot. I mean, I live in the Bay Area, but I drive to LA a lot.
All right.
Have you been to Hawthorne too, like that?
Yeah, I drove up to there.
Just drove by.
Yeah, I took some photos and videos of the.
No, they're just engineering bunch of stuff. There.
Okay.
They're like all the practical stuff is all here, right? I presume, right?
I don't know.
Someone told me like every time there's a successful launch or something, all those engineers like pour into this like bar or some kind of a big freaking thing across the street, and they're like all freaking like wasted and stuff and celebrate.
Yeah, they do celebrate. I heard over on South Padre Island, people from here gather over there.
Oh, really? Man, so here's the most important question. By the way, so I'm sure I'll if I have any questions. What is the best way to track like their schedule and just be on top, other than watching your channel? But
I don't know.
Kind of like they're keeping
Elon's Twitter page.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So it's pretty. I got it. They're kind of like.
Show you. Yeah.
With Tesla, it seems like it's significantly more visibility, right?
It's a public company, right.
But he lives in Austin.
Oh, okay.
Right?
If you know Crunchbase,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you can look on there. You might find stuff on there. I was looking at it yesterday.
About SpaceX?
The day before, yeah. About SpaceX.
Yeah, those guys are okay. I guess they kind of see it push their way decently, actually.
Yeah. I'm looking for the prime replacement for a SpaceX. Do you know where I can find that?
You know what? I've been doing the same thing. The only thing I heard, I don't know, you maybe heard the same thing, is that I heard the rumors. I actually know Elon will probably try to do like a direct listing, and he will be he'll be prioritizing, I guess, right? investors, like because it's like
Large
so
investors or whatever.
no, the ones who held Tesla stock for the
Oh,
longest time.
I get
You ever heard that, right?
No, but that's
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I bought Tesla like 10 years ago, or 12. I would obviously wish I would more, but
right.
small position. But recently, I've just been more aggressive now that I can, have much more visibility, and it's a public company, right?
Yeah.
There's so many research and all this other stuff. And people that I met who work. Anyway, so I've been, like I have so much confidence in Tesla that I've been trying to be even more aggressive in my investment and just like taking like buying options, right? Because it's more efficient. Just more efficient.
3 months out or something.
Huh?
3 months out or something.
No. I have more like a year to 2 years
Oh, that's
out.
good.
Like, very
That's
well.
safe.
Yeah, because I have a fund. I have like it's like a fund. I'm trying to lower the
Like a
volatility.
dragon fund or something like that.
I'm actually like a software investor. Like I used to be an investment banker, and then for 10 years, just focus on enterprise software.
Software, I got you.
Tesla to me, it's like becoming a software company, right? So
Okay.
so this fund that I have, it has invests a little bit in clean tech and a little bit on healthcare, but vast majority it's all just enterprise software. But I send these updates monthly to my investors or prospective investors, and people are like, yeah, I'm interested, but let me think. So I send these monthly updates, and like I show how my portfolio is doing.
Yeah.
So too much volatility is not really good.
Yeah.
And so like to me, it's kind of if you buy these very very far out, like 2 year, 3 year, I don't know, 24 is like as far out as you can buy. So those you kind of realize there's a lot of upside, but it doesn't move up and down. Like if you buy 1 to 2 3 months out, exactly as you said, like it's kind of. I actually know what it's really crazy. I was sitting at Fremont plant for last night in Los County, counting these cars as they leave. So I knew exactly how many. Like I was like almost 100% accurate. I knew exactly how many cars they would produce. That's almost the same.
That's how you can do it, right?
These front guys do all kinds of cars. They like sometimes sit in front of offices and see when people like turn off the lights at night, and they triangulate and see if the company is doing well this quarter or not. And like lights go off like too early, and these like people less than slow businesses. Okay. But so I kind of developed even a lot more confidence. So yeah, but it's like a lot more risk too, right? It's the same way. It's kind of, you just have to kind of balance risk and upside. Kind of matching your own kind of, right?
Yeah, so you said clean. What do you mean by that?
Clean tech. Yeah. So I'll tell you. So I have obviously Tesla's a big position, and it's sold up. Like I need to kind of rebalance it a little bit. But also like again, I look in the areas where there's a lot of software, right? Where software is actually driving value creation. So I'll give you an example. For example, in solar. And by the way, Tesla also have this big solar business, right? Like
right.
It's not big now, but it will become. It's just a big, complicated business.
They're juggling money, right?
Huh?
They're juggling money.
It's I'll tell you. So I've been kind of talking to a lot of people like work in the industry. It's very, very labor intensive. Like people right now they're retrofitting their roofs.
Okay.
So they just put panels on the top, but
Right.
it's so freaking hard because all these roofs are different shapes and they're all custom, right?
Yeah.
Costs so much money to like even if you have panels, it'll cost like 50-60 grand just to install it, right?
Okay.
So Tesla's going more like a smarter route. They working closer. By the way, do your stuff. Like
You're good.
Just
You're
don't
good.
shut up if
You're
good. They are working with more with house. So the home builders.
Yeah.
Right. So they just like collaborate on the roof design, right? So it's just much more scalable that way, right? So you already know exactly what the roof will be like.
Fishing it in.
Yeah. That's the biggest hurdle for solar.
Okay.
Demand is huge, even at these high crazy prices. But so anyway, the reason I'm going there's a company called Solar Edge, and there's another one called Enphase Technology. They were actually up to like almost 30%. They came up with those. That's very good. Okay. They make micro inverters.
Okay.
And that's like basically the brain of your solar system. So you have solar stuff, you have power wall at home, right? and then you have like a battery, right,
Yeah.
to save. But most important thing for a lot of customers is to be able to first of all have a backup, and also send this energy back into the grid at the right price at the right time.
Okay.
So this company basically makes this entire piece, right, and kind of integrates it all, and allows you to do all kinds of these quote unquote smart, intelligent decisions, right? Because there's a lot of software in it.
What's
So anyway,
it called?
it's called Enphase.
Enphase.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can, if you forget, I can just give it to you.
We just got it on camera. It's good.
Oh, okay, you heard this
Yeah.
entire page. I'm glad
haven't said your
I'm
name,
glad
so
I tell you
I'm
my
just
name.
gonna
I
let
know,
you
I
go
know,
and
I
not
know.
interrupt.
If you get any like people like oh dude, who's that freaking smart guy with Russian accent?
Only if you want to, you know. I
Email
can
it,
ask
email
you.
it. Yeah. No.
Keep it
I
quiet.
need-
That's
I
fine.
need-
Yeah.
Let me see things. These are like most of my stocks here, but I was going to show. Yeah, this one.
Use Trading View. No.
Yeah, this is just Yahoo.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like you see that we're up today.
ENPH. Everybody.
Yeah, Enphase. There are two of them. Enphase is caters more to residential, and Solar Edge more to
Solar Edge. Right. There you go.
Solar Edge and Enphase. Yeah,
Okay.
and the other one is more.
Howdy, guys.
Is more hey, how are you?
Good.
The other one is more for like industrial, right?
Okay.
Commercial.
Cool.
You're right. It is lower. Right?
Yeah, and definitely looking here.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, was that?
soonest maybe a month. Soonest.
Soonest maybe
Yeah.
a month?
Yeah. I want to ask you another question.
Oh, yeah, sorry, guys. for interrupting.
You're good. You can join in the conversation.
I would love
Talking
it.
about the future of humankind, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Who do you work with, man?
Ocean Cam.
Ocean Cam?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's sweet. I'll look it up.
Oh, cool.
Did you hear anything about the Cybertruck being at the Starbase tomorrow?
No, really.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Cybertruck might be at Starbase tomorrow.
Satellite feed?
Yeah.
That's sweet.
What do you know about like startups?
Thanks, guys.
And
Oh no, sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, I actually ordered one.
You
I
ordered-
pre-ordered.
You ordered the Cybertruck?
Yeah.
It's your Cybertruck?
Yeah, but like, do you know when? Is it going to be really 23 or?
I have no idea.
I ordered like literally before they took everything. You know that now they don't even tell you. Like when I was ordering it, this is like a month ago. You could at least pick like tri-motor, dual, whatever. Right now, I think they're not even. I don't even know if they even take pre-orders anymore.
Yeah, I don't think so. I haven't heard anything really.
Yeah. It's like this is like the game is like crazy high or something.
It's crazy. Everyone wants it. So
Yeah.
thank you guys.
All right.
yeah. So I just incorporated a couple months ago my thing, and it's to get video of oceans on other moons of the solar system, right?
Yeah.
So I just registered with the SEC yesterday and today with to do a as a business, private business corporation to issue shares, to sell.
Okay.
To
Yeah,
show.
right.
It's Edgar filing and everything.
Yeah.
So I this week I signed up on Crunchbase, so I'm on Crunchbase also.
Okay, cool.
Do you have any suggestions on a new company like that? Bring it forward. I'm going to do. You can set the par value in Texas. They let you set the minimum value for the sale shares.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's like 0.001 cent or something usually, right?
yeah, I'm going to do $150.
Okay. Well, I mean that you know why people don't do that, right? Because of the tax consequences.
Okay.
Because they'll make you freaking pay tons of. Well, that's the whole reason why it's set so low. So when they give it to you, for example, like if you hire employees,
Right.
and you want to incentivize them, like same way like Elon does with Tesla, right?
Right.
He gives them all that stuff.
Okay.
No, sorry. When he gives it to employees, now that it's a public company, he gives them at a current value, right?
Okay.
Strike price. It's
Okay.
actually, they don't do options anymore. They do restricted stock units, right? So, but the reason why it's at 0.000 because like if you start your own company and
Right.
you fund it and you form it and you give yourself shares,
Yeah.
you want to give yourself zero.
Yeah.
Because if you give yourself like a huge amount, then IRS will say, especially with freaking
Uh-huh.
they'll be like, oh, dude, you have like freaking $1 million. Like you have to pay.
Billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Question.
No, they'll come down to like pretty low thing.
Well, isn't it even?
That's the whole purpose.
Isn't it until you sell it that you don't own any money until you sell it, right?
No, not so. Here's this. For example, if you stay private for a very long, like
Right.
most companies, and Elon, by the way, sometimes talks about it. most companies, when you give people shares, you're forced to exercise it within 10 years.
Oh, okay, within 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
You got 10 years
whether
to make
you
the
work,
money.
right. When you work at a company or you leave, when you leave the company. So, by the way, I'm giving you account. Like, I don't know if it's bad or good.
Good info.
Yeah, when you leave, for example, you work for a startup and then you left, they give you 3 months to go and exercise your shares. So you will pay, and you have to like make them. They vest it immediately, right? You have to pay for them so they don't go. They forfeit. And you pay, and you basically buy those shares
Buy them
from
them.
common stock. Exactly.
Okay.
You essentially buy common stock at the price they gave it to you.
So if they don't exercise it, they forfeit
lose
it. If the company wants to buy them, the company can buy them.
It goes back into
Yeah.
like it's a pool that's called.
Do they-
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah,
but anyway,
cool. Do they automatically buy them at a certain price or at the current price? Or
When you leave, so it's determined by the previous round of funding, right? So if you like leave the company and last round was a certain valuation, it was implying say $2 a share, they will tell you, okay, so what's your name? Paul. Okay, they will say, hey Paul, why don't you? Okay, I won't give you my last name. So they will tell you, okay, you have 3 months to exercise these things so that you don't lose them. You have to pay us $2 per share. You get them, they will write it in their like whatever journal and stuff, and you're gone. You don't have you wait until IPO.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if you're working at a company that's been private for 10 years, they will force even if you're still an employee, they will still force you to buy it because that's just how these stock plans are issued. They usually have like 10-year kind of what you call it, period of validity, so to speak, right? Because these incentive plans, they kind of like they shut one down, they issue a new one, they shut it down, they issue a new one, and they keep issuing the shares under they call them different stock option plans, right?
Okay.
So it's kind of like complicated a little bit and convoluted. It's so stupid kind of jargon, accounting crap. Right?
It's good stuff.
But the reason why it's a 0 cents is so that it's you to benefit you and other founders.
Right.
So you can come in, maybe someone will come in and will say they will not be investing, but they will say, "Oh, like I'm a freaking expert at like freaking I know some propulsion,
Ion propulsion or something like that."
You are?
No.
What's your
Out of body experiences. I've done that, and I've studied some nuclear engineering.
So you're a physicist or something?
Yeah, something like that.
I went to like physics man school, so I understand physics. There's this guy here, my former classmate. He's at this A&M. It's like not too far from
Yeah, Texas, right? Oh, yeah, that's right.
The guy's like freaking like develops kind of a thing. He basically his thesis is like there are no black holes.
Okay.
And he's like proving it. He's like theoretical. He's not like he's a theoretician or a theoretical physicist. And he says it takes like forever, like years and years for peers to do the reviews, and it's like super political and crap, and it's like the guy may die and 50 years later people will like give him some credit. But he says everything freaking matches and stuff. It's like he basically says it's kind of like these nutrients.
There's a guy named Kesh Foundation, and he talks a lot about all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah. So this guy Cash Keshe.
Kesh Foundation.
Yeah, this dude, like, he writes these crazy papers with all the math analysis and stuff, but he basically was saying that there's like a very low temperature, high condensity kind of liquidity, like these liquid things
might be talking about the same
spinning
thing.
inside, and so it's the same that you will find these quasars or something. Some of these neutrinos start to collapse in themselves, basically. And he says it has exactly the same effect as like what they say black hole, right? It's like curves everything the same way. So all the explanation of everything you still see in the universe, where people say black hole, if you just basically say okay, it's not a black hole, it's this thing. Everything is still matches. Everything is matches.
That's good.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Cool.
I was thinking maybe stopping by and saying hi to him, but I don't know. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
I need to go back to Austin. So, wow, look at that. Does this mean anything?
No. They go back and forth all the time. All right.
How often are you here?
Almost every day, weekday during the week.
For how long?
A couple hours.
Oh, but we're talking about
since March.
Oh, we're talking about years. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll bring my kids. I've been sending my kids these shots.
Cool.
They have three kids. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna want to see it. So when I bring them here, if you're here, I'll give you a heads up. Maybe
Cool.
you can explain some cool things to them.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, good to see you.
Sure.
Good luck. Hopefully you'll see one of these. Maybe they'll shoot something tonight.
Yeah, maybe.
I'll fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I have any questions, I'll email it.
Yeah, cool.
If you need anything about startups, you can.
All right. All right, everybody, I'm back with you. I think that was an interesting conversation, so I kind of prioritized that. It was, hopefully y'all could hear that. And yeah, and I did modify the view here so we had a slightly different view on the two cameras. Slightly different view on both cameras here. I'm going to see if I can look at some of the, you liked it? Good deal. Yeah, Zada. Hey, Donald. All right, everybody. Yeah, definitely. Kong is coming down, everybody. Yeah, it did come down. Let's see what I missed here. Okay, I'm looking at this too. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Greg. Yeah, I can turn on my headset and I can use it. I can do that. We have to turn on the headset here to see if we can do it. Nah, maybe I shouldn't mess around. I'm not going to mess around with it. I don't think. This is just a windy stream, everybody. Sorry about the wind, though. Sorry about the wind. I just opened the umbrella, so maybe that'll be a little bit better. If you think I should zoom in on anything, let me know. I can definitely change the view here, but this is maybe a decent time lapse of the lowering of the con crane. Yeah, I've got it level now. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. And yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I will tilt down on the view here. That's better. fix the tripod here a little bit. Okay, that's good.
Hey, Luke. Yeah, not sure, Yazada. I go check the battery too. I think we're doing great on the battery, but no, we're doing great. We're doing good. I'll check it, see how we're doing here on the battery. Cool. We're doing good. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna tilt down on the camera here now. And I'll zoom in a bit too. That's kind of cool. There's a little activity over at the tank farm right now too with the lifting crane as well, but this definitely does appear to be the main event right now that we're looking at here on site. It's about 5:03 p.m. on what day is today? On Wednesday, October 27th, 2021. Wednesday, the 27th, 5:03 p.m. SpaceX launch site, South Texas, and this is the big Kong crane, but it is the mid-size Kong crane because it had been shortened about a month ago. Hello, Ether. Bob Luke. Yeah, Luke. 2 streams. Yep. We got a good view of the area. I don't know if you can see it there, but over by the tower, the base of the tower, there's a bunch of dirt piled up over there. And let me get a wider view here with the other camera here.
So that is, I'll give you that shot for a little bit, and then I will modify it. But you can see the base of underneath the orbital launch platform there. There's a pile of dirt, which is clearly visible. It's not always visible. I'm going to zoom in with this camera to some areas there. Same to you, Ether. Salam alaikum. No, I think they're going to maybe take off some parts, or I'm not sure. Or maybe they're gonna lift something. I'm not sure what they're doing. It's a little bit of a guessing game at this point. You doing?
It's amazing. Yeah. I can always fucking go up to see this.
Hey, Marcher Titans. All right, it is going lower, everybody. Yeah, Bablu, there are a lot of future plans for OceanCam. I'm looking to add about 5 different individuals to work at OceanCam to move it forward with me. And I'm also looking for about 4 or 5 board members. And I am looking to issue stock through some
private. It's a private company, so that is going to be. It's getting worked on already, and I do want to get up to date on all the space missions currently underway, and see if we can get some ocean cameras on those missions. So there has to be a lot of work done as far as understanding what kind of space missions are out there currently, and begin the dialogue with the different administrators to see if what can be done to add to their missions. I don't know what you mean about that, Bob Lou, about Florida, but yeah, there's a lot of space launches in Florida, but also I want it to be done. I'm going to do what I can, but it's going to be organic to a certain point. There's only so much that I can do. So it's more about collaboration and see who wants to work together and see what we can come up with for the future of humanity. Florida's gonna be a nice spot. Yeah, I like Tampa a lot. I like Naples, Florida. I also like Miami. So yeah, I've been over there a little bit to Florida. I'll zoom out. We can't really see much right now. I'm going to end this soon in the next probably 20 minutes, 23, 24 minutes. Yeah, March of Titans. You can contact me. We can chat more about it. Yeah, Tampa's a good spot. I like Tampa a lot. I like that ferry from the Tampa area out to St. Petersburg, I think it is. I like that ferry. It's pretty affordable, like $15 or something, but it's a good trip. Yeah, toward the ocean side, right? Yeah. So coming up here, I think on Monday or on November 1st. I'm not sure what date that is. If today's Wednesday, there's 31 days I think in October. So 8, 9, 31. So 4 days from now, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I think Monday there's a road closure here. So it's something happening here on Monday. If I were to guess, my guess would be that if the over launch platform were ready, and if the catch arm were ready, and if the quick disconnect were ready, if I were running the show here, and if all the Raptors and everything were on the booster already, I would be taking the booster and putting it on the over launch platform. But that's just me. That's a lot of ifs, and I don't know any of what's going on here. So, see what's going on in this chat here. Try to. How many trucks will it take to move the Kong? I'm not sure. All right. There is that yellow crane there to the right, or to the left there for y'all, and it mirrors everything here for me. So it is lifting something. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, Bob Lou, I did not give a comment, but someone did impersonate me on the call. Yeah, Ether, I have not walked behind here. Oh, look at that, everybody. That is the other ram. That is the other ram. Right there, right in front of us. Yep, that's the other actuator. Okay, so they're putting this on a flatbed truck, everybody. So that may be bad news. So, so you see that? They just moved the actuator there onto a flatbed. So that could be maybe it's defective or something. You know, maybe it's not functional or something like that. You know, maybe it's defective. Because they obviously are taking it out of there. Well, the truck is facing the entrance here, so looks like they're gonna wheel it out of here. Looks like it's leaving the site. The other one is I can check to make sure the other one's still up there, but I think the other one's still up there on the catch arm. We didn't see it come down off the catch arm, so